Oh my gosh. Ah. I'm sad. I'm sad. You can hear me, let me know, but I don't think you can because the green bar is not there. Your mic is okay? You can hear me? I'm typing out this whole thing. Can you? Can you hear me? You can actually hear me. I'm dead. That's so funny because there's like a little green bar at the bottom that tells me that you guys can hear me or not. And I like started going live twice and it didn't work both times because they said they couldn't hear me. Hi. I- I'm dead. What a fun beginning. Thank you so much. Congrats for 10K. I literally cannot believe. I can't believe it, but I'm gonna wait because there were other people that were trying to hang out and I had to keep canceling the live and deleting it. Hello, hello. I'm gonna give you guys a second to come back. I don't know what is wrong with my microphone, but I guess it doesn't like me today. But how are you guys? I'm also a little confused what happened because I wasn't at 10K yesterday. And now I'm at like something else. I'm at like 10,200 or something. I'm like, when did we get what? I wasn't at 10. I don't understand. I think that the video I uploaded is doing well, but like in an audience it doesn't usually do well in. So, anyways. Hello, hello. Hi guys. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you for the congrats. I'm doing well. Lots of love in India. Thank you so much. You subbed yesterday. Hey, join the family, Pluto. Thank you guys so much. Marie, I'm so glad that I could see you too. Well, your name, hopefully one day in person. But I just want to preface the beginning of this was just a nightmare. I'm sitting over here like trying to type out like, I'm sorry guys, my microphone doesn't seem to be working. We'll have to do this later. And then you guys are like, no, I can hear you. So that's a mess. But if you have the time or you have two devices, I have something that I kind of like prepared, but in the mayhem of me trying to figure out my microphone, things didn't exactly go as planned. So I made a little video of kind of like through the journey over the last, gosh, I started making my first official upload in March of last year. So March of 2021 was my first like, yeah, like you can help people. Like, let's do this, let's do this thing. And so I kind of made like a little timeline and it's all like behind the scenes. So most of the clips from this you guys have never seen before. I record a lot, but I'm very picky about like what I put into a video slash I don't always have like the most time to edit. So a lot of videos kind of like I have just like stacks of videos that I could technically upload, but not that it's on editing, like things I could upload. So anyways, I went through and I kind of just like made like a little story so that I could also react as well to my journey. It was my dream to visit Seoul. Alas, my visa got rejected. No, I'm so sorry. One day I might get the chance. And yes, hopefully we can meet. I do think that whatever is meant to happen will happen in perfect timing. Sometimes you need to come at the right time. And you don't know what that is. But for me, God does. So yes, I have this video that I created. But the problem that we're currently facing is that as I was panicking because my mic wasn't working, I accidentally deleted the video that I was going to share with you guys. So it's currently re-uploading. It's almost done. But I just think it's kind of hilarious because I was like, we can do like a watch along with me. But then I deleted the video off my YouTube, but I still have it, but I deleted it off my YouTube channel. So let's see. How do I say, well, I'm thriving clearly? Clearly thriving. So I think it's going to be fun for us to watch this little like behind the scenes together. It's at 75%, 76%. So it goes fast. So once it's done uploading, I'll send you the link. So in the meantime, go get yourself a cup of water or something. It's like 9 minutes in length, but I'm going to pause throughout and we'll talk about it. But if you have another like computer or if you have like another iPhone, I'll send you the link so you can watch it as well. But I'm going to just hold it up as we go like on my iPad. So you don't need another second device. And I'm just like looking at the very first clip. Y'all, I look so different. Like she cute, she beautiful, but she a little chunky, you know? But that's okay. She beautiful, but I just look different. Like I can't believe I like publicly put this on the internet, you know? Ooh, that's okay. I just didn't know that I was like, you know, when it's yourself, like you don't really realize as much when you're losing or gaining weight. I don't know. Anyways, so video is almost done. Okay, 90%. How are you guys today? I had a great day. I had literally, and it's in the US. Yeah, the video's in the US. So it's like so weird how much has changed in such a small amount of time. People here are naturally chunky. That is very true. One thing that I did learn is that the more I live abroad, the more I realize how unhealthy American food is. Just like the ingredients that people put in American foods, like it's banned in most other countries, but not in America. I don't know. Hello, hello, MGRDB man. Yeah, salt, sugar, oil, but also like chemicals. Anyways, if you're just now joining us, if you want to find another form of technology like a computer, we're going to watch something together. There are things where I could like share my screen, but the problem with that is that that costs money. You can hear. Good. You like my accent. I don't know what it is. It's a little bit of a mix of everything. It's a mix of everything. I'm from America. I was born in the North, but then I lived in the South. And so sometimes I have a little bit of a Southern something going on. But love your contents. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. I was born in Connecticut, mostly lived in Ohio, but then I kind of like moved down the states a lot, like just lived in different states. So I worked with a lot of people that had like Southern drawl, real strong. And I'm like, I got used to it. So yeah. New York accent. Like as in like Long Island, like that kind of like that kind of accent. I think I only know how to say Long Island. I think that's all I know how to say. I don't know if that's the one that you meant, but anyways, okay, let's see if this video is done. Oh, it's pending. It's almost done. It's checking. We're so close yet so far. I can't believe in this mayhem that I deleted the video that I wanted to share you guys. It's hilarious. But how are you guys? How are you doing? I want to ask like a weird question for all of us to answer. I have like this friend speaking event that I'll hold, and one of my new favorite questions is, what was the first Korean food that you ever tried? That's my new favorite question to ask, or your favorite, but I like to say the first Korean food that you ever tried. Hello. Hi. My first Korean food that I ever tried, other than, like, packaged ramen does not count. I think if that's all you've had, that's okay, but I would like to know what's next after that. Bulgogi, I I think I went to barbecue, like Korean barbecue, and that was, like, my first official, like, experience. Kimbap, I triangle kimbap is, like, one of my favorite things to eat. Just, like, holding it and the way that it cracks when you bite into it, like, I love triangle kimbap so much. You look great in the video of World Friend. Ah, World Friends. Yes. I loved working with them. Authentic kimchi from my friend who was his mother's. Wow, from Korea. Like Korean kimchi. That sounds I love kimchi, you guys, so much. It's so funny. I used to think it was disgusting, and now I love it. Blood sausage, that was your first food? Woo! Mm. Blood sausage is not that bad. Once my friend told me what it was, if you guys saw my, like, street food video, I was a little nervous at first, but then after a while, it was fine. But, so spicy. I'm sure that the kimchi can get spicy, but I also really like spicy food. With ketchup. Blood sausage with ketchup. I don't know if I've had it with ketchup. I've only had it the one time, and that was in the video. For those of you who just joined, we're talking about what was the first Korean food that we ate, slash, we are waiting for a video that I made for us to kind of talk about. Oh, it's done. Okay. Here we go. I need to find the link and change the cover because, okay, I created a video for us, and it kind of just talks about my journey of coming to getting to 10,000 subscribers. Like, I literally cannot. I just, I find it very hard to believe that I actually have 10,000 subscribers and like more than 10,000 subscribers very quickly. So, okay. So if you have another device, this is the link, and we're going to be pausing a lot. So keep your pause fingers, keep your pause buttons at the ready. Every time the screen goes black, we're going to take a pause, and then I'll talk about 10K. Woo! I work full time here in Korea as a content creator, and we're going to talk about it through this story time. I'm probably going to cut the beginning of this video when the playback is here because I feel bad because the beginning was me trying to type to you guys to say, I'm sorry, my mic isn't working. But you tried live octopus? Get it. I love that for you. I could never. No. So yes, so our videos are at the ready. I'm gonna watch with you guys and like show you as we go. And again, it's a lot of pausing, but I think it's just gonna be a fun way to kind of talk through how much my current job being a full-time. Okay. Hi, my name is Megan. I'm a full-time content creator here in South Korea. This is my literal job. I do play baseball still. That is still one of my jobs, but Tuesday to Sunday, I am doing something with my church and volunteering. That's not my job. That's just something I do a lot. Or I am editing videos, making videos. Companies hire me now to go like oh, if the link isn't working, then I need to maybe make it unprivate. And if it's not working, it'll work soon. It might just be like finishing the processing bit. Oh gosh, here I go again, getting distracted. Yeah, it'll work soon. But make content full time. Companies often hire me a lot to go places now and try to like promote tourism throughout Korea, which is like such a dream job. Let's try the link again, guys. Because I swear it's unlisted, which means that you should be able to see it. But if it doesn't work, I'll just hold it up so you guys don't have to worry about it anymore. But a lot of companies hire me to go to South Korea and like cities throughout South Korea that maybe you don't know about. Or like I just went to this amazing museum. It was so cool. And like I get to do this like as a job and make reels, and it's just like just so amazing. maybe just for now, if the link doesn't work, I can make it. I don't want to make it public because that would mean it's like a viewable video. So if it doesn't work, guys, it just wasn't meant to be. I'm just supposed to hold it up and show it to you. But this is like my, oh, it works. Cool. This is my journey. If you want to watch the link, we are going through my very first time I came to South Korea, which started my job, through today. And they're short clips and it's all behind the scenes things. Almost all. Some of them are from YouTube videos, but almost all of these are clips that you maybe have never seen before. The low points of getting to having like a dream job, but also like high points and how thankful I am. So let's go. I also didn't preview, like I just wanted to do this today because I hit 10 today. So I didn't preview. So if there's like a mistake or something, we'll find it together. So anyways, I like don't use my iPad a lot. So I was like, is the volume up? I look like a dad. Smile for the iPad. Okay, okay. So ready? The beginning. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3. It's happening. It's happening. Ask me if I actually think this is happening. No, I don't. I remember editing this part, and this is like my first moving to Korea vlog. And I remember being like, oh, I love that transition. To South Korea. This is my first time moving to South Korea. Wow. Okay, so that's the first part. I still can't believe I still can't believe, like, you know, here I am, little chunky me, sitting in my friend's. Hello, Nick. We're going through my story of coming to Korea. I remember sitting here. My friend and I bought our tickets and left like 2 weeks after. Like we literally quit our jobs and we're just like, we're going to Korea. Like it was just, we're going to Korea. And yeah, this is me. That's me. This is a little bit chubbier Megan, but I was just so, at this point in my life, like I was just looking for something new. I wanted to just go. I didn't care where it was. I just wanted to go. And it was so amazing to like have a friend at that point in my life who was willing to like go for it with me. Like that's kind of hard to find someone that's like willing to just like up their life and go for it. So I really thank God for like the timing of that. But it's also kind of like, it's hard because also, this is just a side note. I don't know if you guys were my followers from like this long ago, but this little like Megan that draws, it's like Megan Osten in the airplane like draws. I made that, right? I spent probably like 10 hours trying to create this like 30-second little intro thing that I don't even use anymore. Like I actually sometimes I like want to bring it back because it makes me happy when I look at it, but like maybe get it a little bit more professionally done. But yeah, I just like made it as like one of those like screenshots, like play-by-play pictures, like a flip book in my iPad. And I just, again, I didn't know like where this was going. I just wanted, I just was having fun. And you'll see at the very end of this video, if I'm brave enough to let you see it, at the very end, I do a throwback. And yeah, I always wanted to be a YouTuber since I was like super little. So this, like making these vlogs, I never thought anything would really come of it, but I was just so excited. Like I was just so freaking excited to have like a reason to make videos. And my very, very first video was me basically failing at it's 1:45 in Korea right now. Go to sleep. Please go to sleep. I'm crazy. I'm the one that's gonna be up. But thank you so much. Thank you for rooting for me and for loving me. Thank you so much. But yeah, so like I just loved the reason to have a reason to make videos. So that was just like throwback, me coming to Korea round one. Okay, this is the second clip. Today is the 15th. I got into this quarantine facility. This is the very first video. I've been traveling since the 12th. to get to South Korea. Make sure to subscribe to this page because I'm going to upload a lot more videos all about quarantine, what to pack, what I wish I packed, how customs looked. It's like what overseas travel was during a pandemic. She's so on. So hit subscribe if you want to watch some more of those. And now hopefully I can help you take some of that stress about your PCR test away. The quality is just like, I was like very low energy because I was still jet lagged, but I was like, I wanna like help people, but I also have never done like an actual official video, so I don't really know what I'm saying, and so it's just like so cute. Like I'm a very high energy person, but I look like kind of dead. And this is like my very first YouTube video ever, and it's like one of my best videos. But again, it was just answering a question that people had, and I was so thankful that I found like a niche to be able to help people in. So anyway, so let's keep going. Next. I don't know if it's because I'm so excited, but I did it! I did it! But I got 1,000 subscribers! This is why I hit 1,000. I did it! I did it! Nick, thank you so much. Guys, I was so happy. I did it! That's fantastic. Here, take it. I did it. That's great. That's so cool. You finally got it. And you got it fixed, actually. I don't know why I said finally. Guys, I was so happy. And a horrible night, DoorDash. Worst experience in the entire world. We'll talk about that. But this is me, like, you can finally apply to be monetized when you hit 1,000 subscribers. And I like did thing. But guys, the fact that I'm showing you we are going through emotions today, guys. I'm showing you all the behind scenes, never before seen footage. But I first want to say, Nick, thank you so much. Seriously. Like, I know I'm going to probably get emotional today because this video and everything we're talking about, there's so many ups and downs. And like when I hit 1,000 subscribers, as you can see, I was so happy. I just never, ever in a million worlds dreamed that I would be able to actually do this full time. Like my dance moves, I know, right? I just saw that comment. I did it. I was like I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that technically, even if I only got like $5, right, from like AdSense revenue with YouTube, it was just such a powerful thing to be like, this is like a hobby, but like now I get to like maybe get paid a little bit, like for something I love to do. Like I wasn't thinking of making it a full-time job at all. I was just like, cool. And my parents knew how much it meant to me. And you heard this, like the kind of where this video is going to take like a bit of a not turn, but I mentioned DoorDash. And if you guys don't know what DoorDash is, it's where you go to a restaurant. Okay. First, a customer has an app like DoorDash or, Shipt or Uber Eats, and they put in the order coupon, right? You put in your order, and then someone has to go pick the food up and bring it to the person, right? So I did the job of the person, right? But the worst part is that it was during the COVID mess. So a lot of people didn't want to work, at least in that point in the States during like the coming off of COVID. We were getting a lot of COVID checks. So like people were okay to not work because they were making money that was like sustainable enough. So they didn't need to work. So everybody was like understaffed for days. Even the like workers that were there were like super backed up. Everybody was ordering food. And so I felt like, oh, this would be a great job, right? Everybody's going to be ordering food because of COVID. But then it was like, no, like it was like they were ordering it, but then everybody else got that job. So everybody was doing that job because it was a contactless job. Hi, guys. I'm just talking about my story. Hello, Luna. Hi, Mingzong. From Singapore. I just went to Seoul for 3 weeks. Oh, your videos were a blessing and has helped me so much. Thank you so much. Much love to you too. Thank you so much for saying that. So yeah, I'm doing all this door dashing, and literally everything that could go wrong, like would keep constantly going wrong. So let's keep going. Ooh.
This is so frustrating because it's like YouTube is hard. Like it's so much work. I know people have been at it for so much longer than I have, and like they're probably just as discouraged as I am. I'm trying to DoorDash just to make some kind of money, just so that I can go back as soon as I possibly can. And there's not even any orders coming in, or the orders that I do come in, nowhere is staffed. Like nobody wants to work, so none of these restaurants have any of the orders ready. The inside's closed everywhere. You can't even go into restaurants and pick up food. Like, when is this gonna end? And I was up till 3:30 in the morning.
So the reason I didn't split these, well, anyways, so that was me in the States during, like, I'd gone to Korea once and now I want to go back a second time, but it's really, really hard. I'm not really making a lot of money, but I still had a lot in savings. So I go back to Korea, and this is Korea round 2.
Killing mosquitoes.
And the reason I said that, like, killing mosquitoes thing is because I had to buy this like horrible Airbnb to be able to come back to Korea and like stay here for 3 months. Cause in my head, I was like, I just need to get as much money as I can door dashing. I'll go back to Korea round 2. I'll get all this content and I'll come back, and like, it doesn't matter where I live. It doesn't matter how I eat. Like, I was so willing to just do anything to keep trying to make these videos. Like, I felt like God put it on my heart to do this. I felt like I need to help people. I want to help people. I like making these videos. And now, like, momentum, right? So I want to keep that momentum. And I like literally was so tired in that Airbnb because the mosquitoes, like the place was so old and so bad that there was like a crack so large in the window and I didn't see it for a really long time. And so there were just like mosquitoes that were like coming in consistently and I didn't realize it for a really long time. And so eventually I realized that the window was like basically open, and I taped it up and I like taped the whole window, and everyone's like, how are you going to be able to breathe? I'm like, I'm not sleeping because I'm getting mosquitoes in my ears. I'm waking up with all these bites, but like it was worth it to me because I wanted to make content. And someone is like, you were saying, I'm a teacher with a possibility to move and teach in Seoul. Such a great way to make money and live in Korea. Like, the only thing is that's extremely like busy and time consuming. And so my teachers still, like, on weekends will go and like have fun and all of that stuff. But I wanted to make these videos and I knew that I just needed to go back to get more content. I can't have a job. I won't have enough time to edit. And so I was just like, I'm gonna go and I'm just gonna whatever I have to. And my Airbnb was bad. It was bad. In that video, I have like a Daiso haul and like a vlog where I go. I'm eating like rice and chicken breasts because I'm like, however I can save money, I'm gonna save money. And I even say in the video, like, I don't recommend you guys eat like this, but this is just my way of like trying to make it work. So I go to Korea, I get all the content, but ultimately I want to like go back, but at this point, like, if you add up this bad Airbnb, if you add like the bad Airbnb with the bad first time of door dashing, I go back to America and I'm like, I need to DoorDash a million times more if I ever want to dream to go back there. Because at this point, my savings is like almost nothing. Like, I had been living on my savings for Korea round 1 and Korea round 2. So I go back to the States and I'm like, I'm going to get every job possible. I'm going to get like, uh, I'm going to DoorDash, I'm going to ship, I'm going to sign up for all of them, and I'm going to make my own schedule. So I was working like 14-hour days. I was like, it'll be fine. Like, how hard could it be? Right? Like, this is totally fine. I'll be fine. So this is after Korea round 2.
So stupid. It's like I'm trying so hard to make money, and I'm trying. Like, I'm I'm taking every job that I can online and like through this app, all these like door dashing and Shipped and Instacart. I've applied to every single one. I am working for every one that allows me to, because I don't have a lot of time. And so I thought, if I just do all these jobs where I can like pick my own schedule, I can just work all the time as hard as I can. And literally everything that can go wrong is going wrong. Like, I keep going to go pick up these orders, and I don't know if there's something in the system that's messed up, but like, they keep saying someone else already picked that up or that order, and then I don't get credit, so I can't get these promos. And I'm trying to get
Oh my gosh.
a certain amount of orders in a certain amount of time. You guys don't care. Spare you the details, but it's so hard. This is like going for like dreams and things that you want. This is so hard. Like 3,000 subscribers. I know to some people that is so much, and they would give anything to have their channel just be monetized in general. They would just love to have any kind of income. But 3,000 subscribers does not get you enough money to do anything. 3,000 subscribers equals me eating eggs and kimchi for almost every meal.
Like, I remember those days so well. Like, it gets better, I promise. But like, I just want people to see the whole story, because when I say what my job is, they're like, "Oh my gosh, your job sounds so amazing, and it looks so glamorous." And like, I can't believe, like, people don't understand how hard it's been. It's been constant work for the past, gosh, okay, so March of last year, a year and a half of, oh my gosh, endless running around literally in my car, or, running to stores and something like that. And nothing, uh, nothing worthwhile comes easy, but adversity builds character. You're a better person for it. Yeah. And your channel is better for it too. Pre-warn you next time. I'm sorry, Amanda. But like, it's just so powerful to think that for so long I was just crying in my car, like, how am I ever going to DoorDash my way to Korea? And then I didn't add this clip, but I went live and I told people, like, I want to go back to Korea. I want to help you guys out, but like, financially, I'm just not going to be able to do it. And I asked basically for help. And I made a coffee page, and I was like, if anybody can help me any amount at all. I had worked really hard, so I had enough that I could probably get to Korea and live for a decent amount, and like, I'll work online if I need to, but I have enough that I could like live in Korea for maybe like 2 to 3 months, again with like almost no food. I just wanted to get back, but I was like, the plane ticket, like, I am never going to be able to get enough money to buy this dang plane ticket. Like, never. And so I went live and I was like, look, I just want to get the plane ticket. Like, or like, the only thing left is the plane ticket. I just want to get back to Korea. And so if anybody can help me, like, at all, it would mean so much to me, because like, this was my goal. Like, this was just like, I knew this is what I wanted. I knew that this was where God was calling me and leading me. I felt like, and I didn't add this either, but I was going to this church in Korea, and it was the first time I felt like at home. It felt like people loved me and accept me for me. And I had been looking for that for so long. So the fact that I found that in this community at this church, and I'm in America, and all I wanted to do was be back with those people and pursuing this dream, and this dang flight ticket was in the way. So I make this coffee page. I ask people, like, if you don't mind giving any amount of money at all, it would mean a lot. Thinking maybe I'll get $20, maybe 200. And I set the goal at 1,000, because that was how much the plane ticket was at the time that I looked it up. And I was like, who knows? I needed to be I'm someone that doesn't like to ask for help, and I just needed to realize it's okay. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to tell people how you really are, how you're really doing. And so I did, and I'm sitting in this cafe, and if you've watched my, like, Korea story video, you would have seen this clip, but I'm sitting in this cafe.
No way. Hold on.
I know it's really short, but I couldn't believe it. Someone, like, numerous people helped me get to $300 of that 100 or $1,000. Numerous people helped me get to 300. One singular person donated $700. Like, a singular person, a stranger from the internet. And I messaged her and I was like, "Did you mean to do this? Like, did you make, like, a mistake? Like, you were trying to type 7.00 for $7?" And she was like, "I don't have any children of my own, so I just like to bless people from time to time." Are you feeling okay? Like, I still think that was an angel, like, a guardian angel, because that person, that act, like, I am all my mission now in my heart, like, in, like, my deepest heart is, like, I hope I can be that for somebody else. Like, I hope that I can help people like that person helped me. At the end of the day, from my perspective, it's all God's money. He just moves it around accordingly, and in that moment, he moved it to me, and now I hope I can move it back to somebody else and pay it forward or help somebody out. Like, so many of my friends have helped me, like, so many of my subscribers have helped me in the past few years, and so, like, what a powerful thing to be like, I'm doing, like, I can do it now. Like, that was what was holding me back. I'm going back. And so this is me on my way to my airport in February, and I'm freaking out. Like, quite literally, I was like the whole time, like, it's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Like, but I felt so much weight of like, did I work really hard? Yes. Are my subscribers the most amazing things in the entire world? Yes. Do I feel extremely privileged and blessed to be able to even consider getting on this plane? Yes. However, I knew how much money I had in my bank account, and I knew I wasn't going to work. I was going to go be a student because it was the only visa that I could really get that would still give me time to edit. And I fly here and I get, I know Amanda's watching, so she'll know the story more than anybody. I get to Korea and it's now time that I can quarantine in my own apartment. So I get off the plane and I'm already like the whole trip thinking like how much money do I have to spend? How can I like actually make it work and not die here in Korea? And I get to like the area where you have to take these like mandatory quarantine taxis if you're going to quarantine outside of like the government facility quarantine. And they just were like, "Oh, who's next? Okay, go with this guy." And I'm like, "Okay," by myself, like ding, 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 ding. And the guy's like, "Okay, he has to write his like information down because there's like kind of preset prices." And I knew in my head, I made this video about taxis. Black taxis are more expensive than the regular taxis. For literally, they're supposed to be like nicer, but like at the end of the day, all taxis here are just spick and span, clean, nice. So you're not supposed to take black taxis because if you take black taxis, you're probably going to end up losing a little bit of your money. Not only does this man not ask me, what I don't know what kind of car he is. I just signed something that says, "Yeah, I'll drive with this guy." I'm like, "Sure, I guess I have to do this." He has not only a black taxi, he has a mega taxi. So it is a mega black taxi. It seats 8 people. I got me and my 2 suitcases. I'm like, but I already signed like an agreement that I'll take this. And I was just sitting in this taxi trying not to panic. Like I had no idea what the price was going to be when I got to my apartment. That's like an hour plus away from the airport. And he pulls in, and I don't even remember the exact price. I just remember giving him 4 times the amount, 4 to 5 times the amount that I was anticipating to have to, like, give up. And this next clip is me first day, like, this is I just got in the house. I haven't even seen this apartment yet because my friend had helped me get this apartment while I was in the States. So this is me walking into the apartment for the first time and sitting down on the ground.
Oh my gosh, you guys. This is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot is happening right now. And I'm trying not to cry right now because I don't want to come off dramatic, but like money is very tight. So that's kind of why sitting in here is like a lot of emotions because like this place is nice. It's my own apartment, but I'm also like it's my own apartment and I'm not totally sure if I can afford. I mean, it's gonna be okay. You know, you can budget as much as you want in your head and you can try to like plan things out as much in advance as you would like until you're there and living it. Like right now, I don't really know what's gonna happen. All I know is that I'm eating like eggs and rice every day and I'm gonna be as cheap as I possibly can. But it's like I came here to go after dreams, and so like going after dreams is never easy. I just think that there's a lot of like excitement when you're in America and you're about to come over here. There's a lot of just like, yes, I'm going to Korea. And it's like now I'm in this space and I'm like, I really, really could not afford to take the taxi that I just took. But it's like maybe you shouldn't have gone to Korea if you couldn't afford, you know, the taxi ride. Thankfully the apartment's really nice. Oh, I have so many emotions. I really hope I didn't make a mistake. Oh, gosh. I'm going after my dreams. I have to remember it's worth it. It's just really hard sometimes. The reason I make a lot of the videos that I have made is because I went through an incident or something happened to me and I don't want it to happen to you. Like sometimes I just want the video to watch, you know, instead of having to be the one that makes the mistake and has to learn the hard way. Honey, I'm home.
Oh my gosh. It's like crazy to think that I was recording that on the floor right here. I hope you don't mind me calling you out, Amanda, but I remember feeling really, I mean, as you can tell, I was quite hopeless feeling. You know, when you're like trying to save as much money as you can and you have to fork over like this massive chunk of it. I felt so scared. And like this apartment, I said it a little bit, but like this apartment at the time it was like definitely outside my budget, but it was the only apartment that was like near my school at all. That wasn't either like full of mold and like 20 plus years old or this one. This was like literally the only place that I could find that would be within my school, like at a decent distance. And so it was out of my price range. And then I kept finding out about like additional fee things that I was going to have to be paying. And, and hello to everybody joining. I'm going through my story from like 0 to 10K, and it has emotional parts, which is currently what we're listening to. But yeah, Amanda is just like a random subscriber, right? And her and I had connected on Instagram, and we ended up talking, and she ended up sending me the taxi money. And I remember like after like this was at, I wasn't filming anymore, but I remember just like crying, like if God provided in that moment, this was something that scared me so much, but I was like, if God can provide for me for this ticket, like you're worried about a taxi, Megan. Do you see what happened with this ticket? Like he clearly is making a way for you to be here. And so if you are meant to be here, you will be. Like it's going to work out. It's going to be okay. And so I'm in Korea. I came back as a student. This is my first day of school. Just in the bathroom, like I recorded this like whole vlog of like my school experiences. Like I have so many vlogs of I'm gonna read this comment before we keep going. Going after dreams can be scary and rewarding. I have given up my dreams for convenience and for family. Now I'm ready to take a hold of those dreams and move and teach in Korea before it's too late. That's amazing. I love that. If anything, that I hope my story by the time we get to the end of this, if anything, never give up on your dreams. Yes. Okay. But yes, I'm in the bathroom. I was literally like, can I go back? I was literally like, where can I go? Where can I go that nobody won't like make fun of me? And I'm just like, no angle doesn't show that I'm not in the bathroom. So I'm just going to call it out. But yeah, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to school. I'm going to learn Korean, right? Like we got this. Like I got this, right? And so this is the last day of school, and this is like foreshadowing, but my friends and I decide to celebrate the last day of school. Can you see what it is? I got a home run. I did it. So I literally we just went there to have fun, right? And if you guys don't know, I end up like playing baseball here in Korea, and it's a huge part of how I got my visa. I started like doing these my channel's doing well. I start guest appearing on things like Words with World Friends and Dingle and Dimple and on all these channels. And so I'm getting kind of like some job opportunities of like, hey, do you want to collaborate with us? And specifically, one job offered me so much. And I'm literally looking at this email like, you're going to pay me, you're going to pay my rent for me. And, kimchi rice. Yeah, I'm like, so I'm like, I think I need to like start emailing some people. And so I'm, hey, someone want to like work with me because I'm getting job opportunities. And so I started emailing companies. And in the process of me emailing companies, I have this one company that eventually approaches me and says, hey, do you happen to know how to play baseball? And part of the reason I went to this batting cage was because they asked me, and I was like, man, I haven't played baseball in a really long time. I should probably like, maybe practice my swing a little bit since it's been a minute. And I go in for just kind of like an interview to talk with them, and I didn't know what was going on, but all of a sudden I'm in this interview to like potentially be on this baseball team, and it's all Koreans and they're all speaking Korean, and I'm over here like, I just finished level 1, so I don't think I'm going to be adding much to this conversation. But it was just like, oh my gosh, I like hit the ball well. I was like, whoa, I still got it, and then they asked me to come and like practice. I do well. And this part of the story is all in my like Korea story video. I have like a 3-part like my story video, so I won't talk too much about it because it's all there. But like it was just so funny that I went to go play baseball. I hit this home run and now I play baseball. Like this was before me actually playing baseball here in Korea. I think is so funny. Never before seen footage. So this is a party with my agency. And this is me on my way to switch my visa. So that party, I hadn't officially like I hadn't officially been accepted with this agency, but it was the baseball agency themselves. And she's like, "Hey, we're throwing this like massive party for everybody that like wants to like that's in the agency." And I'm at this party like, you're telling me all these people work in Korea and like this party be nice and you want me to work with you? Like, and everybody there is in the agency. So they're like, "Oh, like how long have you been with her?" And I'm just like, "Not yet." Like I'm just like, but there's like a very high probability that I will like sign with her. Korea does not have softball, by the way. They just play baseball, both women and men. So I'm at this party, like, should I be here? Like, I don't know, but I was really intimidated. Like, there's so many people here that are doing like acting and like all these video things that I want to do. And hello for those who are joining. And then, after that, I'm like walking to this it's of course now it doesn't want to do it. But I go to get my this is like the immigration office that you have to go to if you want to get your visa changed. And what's crazy is I should not have been allowed to switch my visa in like the country. You're supposed to leave and come back. Literally, I just so happened to get the nicest lady as like my like visa officer, kind of like the person that you talk with. She was speaking in Korean and I tried my best to try to speak back to her in Korean to show like I do care about your country. I do respect you. I'm trying my best. But she was like and I was like 천천히 말해주세요. Like please speak slower. And I was like, I think I understood. So I did not like my agent, like the lady that threw the party was like, most likely it's not going to work. She's basically given the whole like, I hate to say it, but like, try your best. It could work. It's happened a few times, but it was only COVID related that they allowed it to happen. And COVID at this point is kind of like loosening. So go into the immigration office and they're literally like a week later, you're allowed to start working here in Korea today. What? Insert minion. What? Like, I God out here making a way, you guys. Like, there are so many things that don't make sense. But like this whole time, I had consistently had people praying for me, praying myself, like, God, if this is what you want, you gotta help. Cause I'm eating kimchi and rice. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way I could do this on my own. And to get this job opportunity when I'm such a small YouTuber, it's a job I now work with this company weekly. And they are such a huge part of the reason why I can even stay here, like in this like apartment and have like a place that's nice is because this job has allowed me to pay like my rent for most of the months between when I first got my visa till today. And then I finally hit 5,000 subscribers. This is celebrating with my friends, Jay and Mill, my besties. And the reason I added those clips was because I remember that day I was feeling really discouraged. I was like, guys, like, why are we even like doing this? Like, uh, they were kind of like, I was just like, it's 5K, like it's not that many people. And, like 10K is more important. And 5K doesn't really mean anything. And I was just feeling like really discouraged. And I told him, like, don't worry about coming. Like, we don't have to like throw the party or anything. And they were like, no, we are celebrating. Like, And they got me this card that always sits on my little like poster board of like compliments, not compliments. No, what's the word? Comments? Like letters and pictures. I don't remember the word for that, but they got me this letter and I loved what my friend Mill wrote. Like, believe it or not, your channel has impacted 5,000 souls. Like, it's just so powerful to think that these are human beings that you are like impacting on YouTube. Like I'm helping people. Like my whole desire is to help you guys so that you can live here and feel more comfortable and less anxious. And my friend Jay was like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You hit half K instead of saying 5. He's like, you hit half K. And then he said something like, don't forget about me when you become like really famous and stuff. And it was just, sorry, I'm like reading it as I'm sitting here. It was just really powerful to see like my friends still wanted to celebrate me and like they loved me so well. And I don't know. I think I forget about the impact that I can have, the impact anybody can have through social media. And so like even though I didn't want to go, we ended up having so much fun. You guys may or may not know this, but I am a karaoke crazy person. I love karaoke so much. So I definitely have videos that I have recorded content footage with karaoke. I love norebang. I love norebang. So it was just, it was exactly the day that I needed is the best way for me to put it. Like I love Mill and Jay so much to this day for taking me out because it was worth celebrating, like the impact that you can have in your life with the people around you. You can impact all of those around you. And so, yeah, I was just super encouraged.
It's September.
He was playing the song, whatever, September. So the reason I added this clip, I'm trying to back up. This was my very first job of a sponsored trip. So this company was looking for people. They were only looking for like 10 people to go on a 5-day trip from the vlogs that I've been posting, Yeongju and Daegu. And they would take us and we would just have fun. Everything's included. We would do all these activities. Why are you not sleeping? I am a night owl, thank you. But do all these activities. And this was the very like last night. We went up to this rooftop. And the reason I added this in here was because we were talking about how my channel was still too small to like really make an impact yet. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't word that right. My channel was still too small to be able to work with bigger companies or like to be able to work more and actually be able to like reach people. So in their opinion, like in big companies' minds, your channel is too small to make an impact. But in my heart, I knew, no, I am impacting people. You know, like I was remembering this card. Like, no, I know doesn't matter what the subscriber count is. Like my friend was reminding me, I impacted 5,000 people. And this day happened soon after I had hit 5K, this trip. And so I think I was at like maybe 5.5 or 6 or something at this point. And I remember leaving this like a little discouraged, like, man, I know I'm making a difference, but I guess like the big head honchos don't see I'm making a difference yet because I'm still too small. So this day was like, you know what? I got to keep putting my work in to Instagram, to YouTube. I can do this. Fighting. Like, you know, I was like, I can do this. Like I felt discouraged and so motivated. And so I kind of switched over to Instagram and started posting a lot more on Instagram, like full time. I was like, we're making reels, we're making videos, like we're doing this thing. And oh, it's gonna play again.
It's September. Y'all, I could cry. It's like snowing foliage. This is the coolest place ever. It's like a big jungle gym for children, but adults as well.
Coming. For children. So The reason I put those clips in there is those are all of the jobs that I've had, not all of them, but a majority of the jobs that I've had since that September, video where it was kind of like, "Oh, your channel's not big enough." I have gone on at least 5 or 6 other sponsored trips that, like, I could just go and, like, show you guys places, like, do what I already want to do, which is travel and show you and take you with me and explore Korea. I already had this mission of, like, I'm gonna see all the city, and then it was like, I'm getting these opportunities. Companies are asking me to go. Can you go here? Can you go here? And there's a lot of, like, especially Instagram content. I'm even making mini vlogs over on Instagram. You'll see that very. Oh, my Instagram is the same, Megan Osten. Same as my name on here. At Megan Osten. At Megan Osten. Hello, hello. Sorry, telling my story about 0 to 10K. And so those clips were just like, it's more for my heart to remember, like, you're now doing what you always wanted to do. And like, just like laughing and making new friends. I had really, really lost a lot of close friends to me. And it was really hard because I felt like those friends that I lost, they meant a lot to me, but it was better for me to continue on without them. Like, God closes doors and opens doors for a reason. That was a door that needed to be closed. And so it was just so powerful to see, like, I'm doing this. And then this was literally, if you can't tell, this was just 2 days ago. But this is the coolest place ever, by the way. It is photo booths are really popular here in Korea, right? So it's kind of like a booklet for the photo book. So it's not just like a haha, but you can make like a whole flip book. I'm gonna make an Instagram reel about it, and try to promote people to go here because I love this place. It's in Busan. It's so much fun. It's up on that hill with all of like the colorful houses in Busan. So it's like perfect. You can go see that. You can go play and have fun at that photo booth. But I was just there 2 days ago on a sponsored trip, and I remember the very first time I went to that, the reason, like, I remember that and I have a memory with it, Korea round 1. So this is, like, way back in probably June of last year. Uh, if I wake up late for work, it will be on you. I'm almost done. This is the end. I'm so sorry. But thank you guys so much for congratulating me. So I go to this photo booth and, like, I totally didn't know we were going to this, like, spot with the colorful houses and the culture street, and I didn't that was actually a change in the schedule. So we just get there and we're walking down the street and I look at the photo booth and I have this like, whoa, that's the place that I went. And I went on like a date with a guy that I really, really liked, but like YouTube was not really a thing. Like, I had made some videos, but like I was a different person at that point in my life. I didn't really have any motivation in my life other than YouTube. I didn't have a lot of peace in my heart. I just was trying to like make videos because it was the only thing that kind of felt good, but it didn't. I was still very broken inside. And if you guys watch my like Korea story video, like, I really hit some lows, and going to that photo booth, like the state I was in was like super low. So coming back on a sponsored trip, doing my dream job, like, I am taking my time, dude. I was just kidding too. I it felt so powerful to be like, "Oh my gosh, full freaking circle." Like, financially, I'm obviously, as a I'm like, what do I'm a content creator, but like there are so many things that I'm doing as a content creator. So companies hire me, da, 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 da. So a freelancer, you freely have a lot of flexibility in your schedule to take jobs, but also they could not come. And if I were to lose the one job that I do every week, I think that do a really I would start to get, a bit stressed because financially I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on." So it's just kind of like, but right now one of like the church that I'd mentioned that I go to, it's brought me so much healing because it's just reminded me so much of like who I am and my worth, and that brokenness that I felt that first time I went to that photo booth. I found it. I found why I was broken. Like I found my pieces and I realized that I was looking for I get on a video. It just comes from the heart of I want to love you guys well because I feel so overwhelmed in love from God. And when I see how much he's provided for me and made a way, one of the most accomplished, like I feel more accomplished rather than hitting the 10K. I felt more accomplished that I was able to be a part of like helping send my pastor that sadly had to leave and go back to the States for like nothing bad, but family reasons. I was able to donate to like his, like send him off well, like fund. And I wanted to so much because he meant so much to me that he planted this church that I found like my true purpose, my true validation and love. Like I wanted to be a part of that. And I actually could. Like I had financially enough of that pay it forward that I could pay it for like forward to him. And it was just like, I like sending that, like I wanted to cry because it was like, "Oh my gosh, like I couldn't even eat well." Like I knew my parents at any moment, if I told them I wasn't in a good financial situation, they would have like, they would have helped me. I know, but I didn't want them to be worried about me. I didn't want them to think I couldn't do this. And I had such confidence that if it was meant to be, God would make a way. So I never told them about the finances side of things because I wanted to show them that I could, and I did. And again, it wasn't completely just me and my strength. God, if he didn't open the doors that he did, there's no way I would be here. So I am just immensely, immensely, immensely grateful. And I hope I can keep paying it forward to you guys. I hope I can like continue to like love you and I have so many ideas of ways that like I could love and, like, pay it forward for other people. I wanna kind of create tours here in Korea. Like, I would love to take you guys on what I have this vision of, like, the back alley or the hole in the wall tour of, like, my favorite restaurants and my favorite places to go that are not on any, like, website that people are like, "Places to see in Korea." These are, like nobody's heard of these places, but I love it so much. And hi, everybody that's saying hi. Love you guys. Like I would love to do like a tour. I would love to have a scholarship or something if I could help somebody else come to Korea if they wanted to like work here, if they wanted to just like go for a dream. Like I would love to open a scholarship that I could help somebody do that. Like I have so much in my heart that I want to do because I see how much paying it forward to somebody else could change their life forever, which is what happened to me. So that was really long. I think that's the end of the video. Oh no! No! I should have said that was the end. You guys are gonna die. Oh, I'm already embarrassed. Oh, I already feel my cheeks. I threw this in there as like a joke, but not a joke. Hi, my name is Megan. I've been trying to start my own YouTube channel for a really long time. I've made lots of, I wouldn't call them videos. They're just kind of. I literally can't even like look at this. This November 1st of 2013. This is Megan. She always wanted to be a YouTuber. Megan, I've been trying to start my own YouTube channel red hair for a really long time, and I've made lots of, I wouldn't call them videos. Do you see this little? Sometimes I just want to like unprivate this video because it's on my YouTube channel just for like 2 hours and be like, if you guys want to watch it, it's up for 2 hours. The bangs. Guys, oh, it hurts to watch. But like just to see how far I've come, right? Okay, I'm gonna look at the comments really quick. Good night. Good night. I'm so sorry for those of you who've stayed up or stayed up like way too late, but thank you for all your travel tips. I'm more than happy to, more than happy to. More than happy to. Um, your contents are unique, traveling new places where no foreigners go. I love doing it so much. I love showing you guys places that you should see outside of Seoul because it's so, so beautiful. You'd pay for the tours. Yes. Are your parents believers? Yes, they love the Lord. And we're all like I was raised in a Catholic household. They are still Catholic. I don't necessarily call myself Catholic. I do not call myself Catholic, but we all love the Lord. They know the gospel. They believe the gospel. So that's amazing. Um, but definitely came to faith on my own when I was in college. And then it's been really beautiful to see how the Lord has grown all of our faith ever since. Um, the red hair. I see. Here's the thing. I would still have red hair if it wasn't expensive to upkeep it. Like I loved having red hair. Everybody thought it was like my natural hair color, and it really brought out the blue in my eyes. So I loved it. But yeah, okay. I'm just gonna quickly finish up my story, and then we can like actually like talk here for like a minute. But I most of me making this video was maybe it's weird, but for me, like not that I wanted to share this with you guys, but like I want to look back on this just like I've looked back on other videos and remind myself because it gets hard. Like being a content creator, people see it and they're like, you get to travel. That's amazing. And it's like, I'm tired. Like, and I have these big deadlines, and Korean companies want a lot from you for sure. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. You don't have to give money. Thank you so much. I'm well, by the way. I will answer all of your questions here in 1 second, but uh I wanted to remind myself of like it's hard sometimes, right? And it's not an easy job, but I worked for it because I know I love it. And at the bottom of the day, it's so beautiful to see how much God's used me to love you guys, to show you the world. And yeah, so I just feel so blessed and thankful. And I just want to give you a huge thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every like, every comment, coming to these live streams and just being another person I can talk to you. But any way that you show support means so much to me because it's what's allowed me to be here, to have this job that I have. And it's the only way I'm going to be able to keep going is if you guys continue to enjoy it and we have fun together. But thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart for your love, your support, your kindness, whether or not you gave your whole life savings or you've just given me a good hug, you've wrote a nice comment, especially those of you who like go on Instagram and you give me this like whole paragraph of like, like your videos meant this much. It always means so much to me. So I cannot thank you enough. That was like an hour of story time with Megan. Ding. Guys, thank you so, so much. Seriously. 100 and 100K. Thank you so, so, so much, guys. Like, you don't have to do any of this. Like, you don't have to give money. It means so much that you guys support me in these ways. So much, 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 much love. New subscriber. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. I'm glad that you found my videos. I hope you like them. May the Lord keep blessing you. May He bless others through me. That would be the most amazing thing. But it was really fun. I'll stay and talk with you guys a little bit. So you guys are going to think I'm crazy. You're like, I believe it's almost 3 a.m. Why haven't you slept? Great question. So I work better at night. And most of the time I will go to like 24 hours cafes or I'll just stay home and I will edit till like 4 or 5 in the morning now and get up like late. So not super late. I get up at like 11, but my sleep schedule is just like extremely pushed back. And yeah, is it a good thing? It's like I should definitely fix my sleep schedule, but at the same time, holy moly, 4 or 5. At night, it's K-drama time. When I used to live in or when I used to yeah, in America, I would watch K-dramas more often than I do here, and I'm one of the addicts, like, I start it, I like it, I have to finish it. I can't go to sleep until it's at least done? So, I'm such a night owl as a result. Hello from Kentucky! Planning a 2-week trip in the spring. Are there any places, to take a woodworking or pottery class? I don't know of any specifically off the top of my head, but the best ways to find any classes that you maybe would like to take is definitely on Airbnb experiences. That was one of the places that I found. And my friends also told me a lot of really good things. And then there was a cooking class on there or on Instagram that I really saw that I really liked. And I reached out to her and then my schedule got too busy, but I hope to make a video about ways that you guys can support small businesses, um, in, like, stuff like this, like cooking classes or, like, pottery classes. I'm hoping to make a video of, like, small businesses here that you could go and have fun and have an experience, but also support the small business. So that is one of the many. Is there a video? I know I'm really good at promising videos. And I will get to them. I will get to them. I'm very good at promising videos, and then they're still not there. So if there is a video that you are waiting on that I said that I would make, please feel free to remind me and I will push it up. But the next video, and I'm saying it now so I keep myself accountable, but I'm pretty sure the next video that I'll make is the how to take the train video. Because I've been wanting to, spoiler alert, times two, I've been wanting to finish the transportation series, but I'm actually adding a sixth form of transportation. I'm adding a sixth form of transportation. It's supposed to be a 5-part series, but I'm going to make it a 6-part series. You're the only ones I've ever told that to, so don't tell anybody, okay? What do you think the sixth? There's not many modes of transportation left. What do you think the sixth mode of transportation will be? But I want to make videos like that with the supporting the small businesses, but LOL, that I twitch. It's pretty obvious you have acting training. You're always so expressive. Yes, I did a lot of acting. I did. Do you know how expensive is owning a car in Korea? I do not, because there's no way I could afford a car. Because also, literally, I know gas is expensive. First of all, I know gas is crazy expensive. But also, it takes longer if you have a car 9 out of 10 times. Like, it's faster. Okay, not 9 out of 10, 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 times, it's faster to take public transportation than to have a car. But those 3 out of 10 times, like, you probably had to drive to the place at an hour where traffic was bad. So then maybe we're bumping it up to like 8 out of 10 times. So I don't know. I love public transportation, and taxis are so much cheaper than me having to buy a car and put gas in it. But sadly, I don't know the exact price. Pottery class, I also would love. I know I've walked near like painting. I don't believe it was like pottery making. So I will look into that though. Plans for Thanksgiving. I actually celebrated Thanksgiving today with my church. And then on Thursday, I have a friendsgiving with some friends, which I'm really excited about. They're newer friends, but I love them. I love one of the girls so much. And then a lot of the people I don't really know, but I'm really excited. Is your Moccoli safe to drink? You'll have to wait to hear the Moccoli updates, but my poor Moccoli. We'll talk about it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. I can't spoil the next episode, guys. Oh gosh, can you give recommendations? Good, more not too pricey salon in Korea. Okay. I can. It's hard for me to right now because I don't even know what they're called. I just have them saved in my phone. What is that place called? Though, okay, the place that I really like to go to is in Busan, so that's a little rough. But the places in Seoul, the problem, I got the worst haircut of my life here in Korea. Um, do I still have the pictures? Guys, this little knot, this is a knot bang. This is a faux bang that just sits there because Korean water doesn't like me. So I have this little faux bang that's just my hair breaking off. But gravity, you guys didn't have to do this. Guys, thank you so much. Seriously, you did not have to support me like this. I feel bad. Like, I guess it's my job. Like, it means so much to me that you guys want to love me like this. I just want to hug you now. But I still feel bad. But I like love you. I feel conflicted. Thank you so much. You guys have loved me so well today, listening to me just not stop talking. I guess I don't have my really bad haircut on my phone anymore. It was too traumatic. I used to have it on my iPad as well, but I don't think that's on here anymore either. Oh gosh, it was the best. So getting back to the question, it's better to spend a bit more money and go to an English speaking salon than to save money, not be able to talk to the guy, and he thinks he knows what he's doing. Okay. Another thing is when they don't speak English, this is what happened to me. The guy was nervous. He literally, I wish I had scissors to make the whole moment real, but here we go. Here's my faux scissors. He was like, and I was like, put him down. I was just like, it's not worth it. Like, I don't want to end up looking like a crazy person. Guess who ended up looking like a crazy person? He literally, like, I wish I could find the photos because I don't think I have it like anywhere within reach. My hair was like one end went like this, the other end was here. I had to spend an hour in the bathroom cutting my own hair. I should just do it myself, is what I've learned. Just kidding. I can't do it myself. I'm definitely not that talented to be able to do it by myself. But horrible. I looked like a second grader, chopped my hair. And I showed it to my friends and they're like, it's not that bad. And I was like, I mean, I can't do it, but it was literally like this. I was like, so you're trying to tell me this is fine? Like, this is okay? I was like, so it's just 100%. Do not do what I did. I tried to save money. No. No. No, 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 no. Okay. I don't know if it's good that I got a microphone or not. I like to just, no, no, no. Don't save money. Save your tears. It's not worth it. So yeah. So the if you go on to Instagram and you put English, Instagram is a really good way to search things, popular things, cafes. It's better if you search it in Papago and then type in the Korean version of what you're trying to search. But hair salon, English hair salon, a lot of YouTubers will go to English hair salons and then they'll get the video sponsored because it's a good way for their company to get outreach. So potentially something that you could do is Google or Instagram, English speaking hair salons and wherever you are in Korea. And you can actually look at their photos and look up reviews and stuff like that. I am going to go a little soon because it is almost 3 in the morning. Wow, Megan, you just don't stop talking. What are some unique Korean winter experiences? Everland, please figure out a way to go to Everland at Christmas. The fireworks show at the end. I made a video on it, a Merry Christmas video. I want to repost it because I loved that video so much and it didn't do well because it was a thank you Christmas card basically. So it's not really a video, but kind of like my Everland experience. But beautiful Stunning, amazing. But Seoul just has so many random acts of Christmas tree. Like, and I have been scrolling the way I have been violently scrolling through my Instagram feed so I don't see them before I see it in person because they started putting them up in October. No, stop it. So I'm waiting till December and then I'll go on my little like Christmas tours. And I'm sure I'll post more Christmas places and things to do on Instagram. Um, I know people go skiing. I'm not a skier. It's a no for me. I will break a bone. I've never broken a bone, but I know that if I tried to ski, I would break a bone. That's the way I'd go. But there's just so many like I love Christmas lights and I miss being in the States and being able to like go on a drive and like actually see Christmas lights on houses. But there are a lot of like beautiful scenes that are like set up with Christmas trees and stuff like that at all of like the major areas. So Lotte Tower, even like random baby Christmas trees at like random subway stations. So um always English speaker salon. Yes, my dad's side of the family is from the country part. Does it still exist in Korea? Let me look up because I'm not really good with names of them without Hangul. But I will say, um, the 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 oh gosh, I literally lost my train of thought immediately. Oh, the way that Korea has developed so quickly, like my friend and I were talking about it, and it's like a very interesting thing to think about that Korea, technology wise, skincare wise, has developed so rapidly that it looks like it's really like it is technologically advanced. It is for sure. But like in when you think about how quickly it advanced, like people who moved to the States 10 years ago would come back and be like, where am I? You know, like it's so different. And then as a result, because it advanced so quickly, their brains, like their thoughts, their beliefs, the stuff that's up here, it's not that it's not developed, it's just that it's still kind of stuck in the way that Korea used to be. So it's like very interesting how it feels like the future, but then in some ways, it feels like it's in the past because foreigners weren't here for a long time. Nobody wanted to come, like, not nobody, but not many people came to South Korea, right? So now the fact that Koreans are just like, or foreigners are just everywhere, the Koreans are like, where, what? And that's why when you hear a lot of like bad stories, like, I haven't been let into places because I was a foreigner. My friends, we all have stories like that. Not everybody, but there are stories where something happened because of what we look like. And when I think about how much they've developed technology-wise, but it was so rapid, if the role was reversed, I'm sure I would feel a bit uncomfortable too. Would I treat them the same way? I sure hope I wouldn't. But like I sure hope I wouldn't ever be mean to somebody. And there are many wonderful people here in Korea. I've had few bad experiences, but I don't really blame them for feeling like, "Whoa, where did these people come from?" because there literally weren't foreigners that were here. Like it makes sense that their brains are a little bit like their thinking is what we would call outdated, but really it's just for them, it's what they've known. So it's not necessarily like the updated version of the brain isn't necessarily good all the time. So it's just very interesting how like people come here, they see new, 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 but then the reaction that they'll get is like, why are you here? How could they not think like how could they not accept me? How could they think anything poorly about me. It's because we haven't been here and suddenly we are everywhere. And they're like everything's new. Buildings are new. The way we're doing everything is new. Everything's new. Everything's new. Everything's new. So I like honestly I don't blame them for staring. I don't blame them for if like for being surprised or maybe like looking for a little bit longer than I anticipate. I do think that it's just completely wrong and so sad when people don't get let in places or they experience like extreme racism. That is, I'm not advocating that at all. I'm not saying that's good. That is really sad. Not okay. But when you think about why people are responding that way, it does make a little bit more sense. And I think it prepares you a bit more when you do come to Korea and you do experience like somebody not letting you in. You kind of understand the heart as to why they're feeling that way. It doesn't make you feel better, but you at least have this like 5% understanding of like, okay. And you just move on to the next place and they welcome you with open arms and they love that you're there and you're like, great, I'm glad I'm giving you my business. Like it's like, great. So yeah, I'm gonna read what you guys said though, because I know I talked a lot just then. I'm gonna put down the tablet and just listen to your voice and sleep. Set my timer. Oh gosh. It happened right after the Korean War. There's a huge gaps in generational thinking. I'm from Indonesia, and most people here really obsessed with Korea's skincare and makeup. Yeah, the thing is, we're very different from the skin type and weather, especially. Yeah, we're tropical. Yeah, so like it's also hard how the skincare in the stores are like not diverse at all. But in their heads, it's like, why would we like until recently, why would they have those other colors? Nobody looks like has different shades or different types of skin. Like we would all be the same. And now all of a sudden we're all here and they're like, pigmentation. So it's yeah. Anyways. Last question from me before I go to bed. What is the weather like in early April? Like the degrees, especially don't want to bring the wrong outfits being stupid. You're not stupid. The sad thing is that Korea is temperature-wise bipolar. And one spring could be very much different from the next. So the best bet, I'm looking up like, what does it say? It says April can be anywhere from 46 degrees Fahrenheit to 64 degrees Fahrenheit, or 8 degrees Celsius to 18 degrees Celsius. It's just crazy because like it can get so cold at night and then it could be so hot during the day. It's always good to bring layers that you can take on and off because if anything, you'll take a subway, the subway will be freezing or it will be super hot. Like it's going to be some extreme. And then when you walk, it's going to be the other extreme, you know? So, and if not, when you get to the cafe and you sit down, it's going to be freezing in the summer. There's just the weather here is so crazy. So, I can't exactly say for sure. That's just what Google. So what is that? Google Weather Atlas currently says, but you just want to once the year trip comes closer, just start looking at the weather and see what does it look like now? Did it get kind of hot? Is it still cold? Sounds like southeastern US. Very true. Learn the culture that can relieve a lot of the misunderstandings. I totally agree. I think it's so important to learn about the country that you're going to. So important to learn about it. When I would visit as a child, it was less about looks. It's new. Things I think will get better. I think a lot of the new is just with social media becoming so readily available. People just everywhere are trying to compare themselves to these pictures that aren't even what those people look like. Most of the time they're edited either. So it's sad that we live in this like world of comparison constantly, but either 8 or 13 still cold compared to here. Well, then maybe definitely bring a nice jacket. When does the first snow come? That's another thing. Like it is so warm today and it's the end of November. Like, I didn't need a jacket today. I was hot. It's currently only 53 degrees, but during the day, oh, I can't go. Can someone tell me why weather apps don't let you go back in time? That would be great, like the day before, so I can kind of tell what the weather was like yesterday means it's now. I feel like I was freezing at this point last year, so I don't understand why it's still cold or warm. I don't understand why it's warm, how it's warm. I am gonna log off here soon. I'm definitely getting a little sleepy, but I feel like snow could probably fall this week because it's warm. So of course, Korea's bipolar, so it's just gonna drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's cold, and it's just gonna get real cold. Thank you so much for always answering my questions, Megan. You are my savior. I'm more than happy to help your first solo trip. So exciting. I hope my videos are helpful for you because it's intimidating, but traveling is such a beautiful experience. That's another video I want to make is like why people need to travel, but also why it's so hard. I have so many videos in my brain. In my phone, by the way, I have a whole list and it's a really high number. My brother was stationed in Korea twice. He was friends with a few Korean troops. He brought some American candy because he can't find American food at the base. Yeah. You can they have American army bases here that have all American food. Crazy. It's crazy, but it's great. We love it. Good night. Sleep well, or I don't know if you're saying that to me. Have a good day. I do need to go. I'm very tired. 11K. What am I at now? I'm a little worried. What happened? Why did I jump so fast? Fast? Like, how did I already get to 214? Crazy. Anyways, thank you guys so much for loving me well. If you do watch any of my videos today, it would mean so much to me if you left a comment because I do want to make sure that people that still speak English watch my videos. I'm starting to get nervous that nobody except Koreans are watching my videos. And I don't even know why. I mean, to practice maybe your English, but I don't know. Anyways, it would mean a lot to me if you guys commented and said hello, because all the comments are in Korean and I speak some Korean, but it's hard to read it all. So, anyways, if you do watch a video, just say hi and say at the end of the comment like 10K with like a star or something, so I know that you were here and like hanging out with me because that would mean a lot to see that. Anyways, love you guys so much. And I can't wait to talk to you guys again soon. But have a wonderful day, evening. I love you guys. Thank you so much for 10K. Keep the content coming. I will. Heart to heart to. See you guys next time. Much love. Bye.